evening, viewer. Welcome to our Glory Globe TV. Here's a breaking and most amazing news too for our viewers. Yeah, individuals experiencing headaches following concussions may also be more likely to have higher levels of iron in areas of the brain, which is a sign of injury to brain cells. According to a preliminary study released that will be presented at the American Academy of Neurology's 76th annual meeting taking place April 13 to 18, 2024. This result suggests that iron accumulation in the brain can be used as a biomarker for concussions and post-traumatic headache, which could potentially help us understand the underlying processes that occur with these conditions, said study author Simona Nikolova, PhD of the Mayo Clinic in Phoenix, Arizona, and a member of the American Academy of Neurology. The study involved 60 people who had post-traumatic headache due to mild traumatic brain injury or concussions. Yeah, the injuries were due to a fall in 45% of the people, 30% were due to a motor vehicle accidents, and 12% were due to a fire. Other causes were the head hitting against or by any object and sports injuries. A total of 46% of the people had one mild traumatic brain injury in their lifetime, 17% had 2, 16% had 3, 5% had 4, and 16% had 5 or more mild traumatic brain injuries. The people with mild traumatic brain injuries were matched with 60 people who had not had concussions or post-traumatic headaches. All the participants had brain scans to look at iron levels in various areas of the brain using an indirect measures for iron burden. For those with mild traumatic brain injuries, the scans were taken an average of 25 days after the injury. We found that compared to the people without concussions, those with a history of concussions and headaches had higher levels of iron accumulation in several areas of the brain, including the left fetal area, right cerebellum, and right temporal lobe. For example, in the left occipital area, those with concussions and headaches had more iron accumulation than those with no concussion or headaches. Researchers also found that the more concussions people had over their lifetime and the more frequent their headaches were, the more likely they were to have higher levels of iron accumulation in certain areas of the brain. They also found that the more time that had passed since the concussions occurred, the more likely people were to have higher levels of iron accumulation in areas of the brain. Previous studies have shown that iron accumulation can affect how areas of the brain interact with each other. Nikolova said, their research may help the people better understand how the brain responds and recovers from concussions. Nikolova said that since the study used an indirect measure of iron burden, it's possible that the change in that measure could be due to other factors such as hemorrhage or changes in tissue water rather than iron accumulation. Amazing. Beyond the report, Glory Globe TV, Delhi, Bharat.